This here is from L. New development in Blake Lively's not safe for work harassment lawsuit. Opposing director releases video as proof no not safe for work harassment occurred. Let's see what we got. By the way, I say not safe for work instead of a certain word. You never know these days on this platform. Blake Lively has sued director and co-star Justin Baldoni for not safe for work harassment during the filming of the movie It Ends With Us. She reported the behavior to the production company and held a meeting during filming. According to Blake, the director was angry about the meeting and retaliated against Blake using the media to smear her reputation. Director Baldoni's side completely denies her allegations. She's suing Blake and her husband Ryan Reynolds for defamation and other charges. But they say here there's been a new development. Director Baldoni has released a portion of the unedited footage as evidence that the not safe work harassment that Blake claims did not occur. The footage shows a dance scene with Blake and director Baldoni. At first glance, the two are on friendly terms, joking about the size of Baldoni's nose and talking about their private partners while dancing. At one point, director Baldoni jokes about whether his beard is touching her, to which Blake replies that he might get his tanning spray on the director. Hearing this, director Baldoni leans his face to Blake's neck and comments, "You smell good." Blake replies that the smell is due to her body makeup. Director Baldoni leans his face into Blake's neck as they dance and tries to kiss her, but explains that is because they're playing lovers and that all the conversations were work-related. Baldoni claims that this video is proof there is no inappropriate behavior or not safe for work harassment. This is a real slippery slope, man. Like, obviously, when you have a scene like this and you're intimate, there's a line to be drawn as far as the acting and your personal feelings and how you want to be touched and things. But I think you should accept some kind of a blur between that line as part of the job. As long as it's not, like I said, some real forceful thing, some real creepy, inappropriate thing, there's got to be some kind of leeway, or it's like, what? Men aren't going to act with women anymore in these scenes because he might do one little motion or something she doesn't like? I just got to say it, man. I think it's oversensitivity for some of these people. I get it. Women are more sensitive than men, but it just seems like there's an oversensitivity here. That's my take on it. That's how it seems like the world was for like the last million years or 1,000 years or whatever many years. This is all pretty new since like the last, I don't know, since like, I guess, Amber. I mean, all right, rambling a bit, but there's always been harassment at work and men crossing the line. It's not new, but it just seems like the line has gotten so super fucking thin, it's not even worth trying for some people. All right, they actually kind of mention what I'm trying to get at here. They say, A, that Blake's side said it's proof that he actually did these things, and that there was improvisation without prior discussion, consent, or the presence of an intimacy coordinator. All right, so here's the thing. I'm talking generality, my opinion. Maybe they have things a little bit tighter than I've imagined as far as intimacy, coordination, discussion, and things like that. But improv is part of it. You're not a robot. You're not following every exact direction on the script, every single scene, every single minute. A lot of the great movies have had actors kind of go on improv and they kept those scenes. Joe Pesci and Goodfellas did a lot of improv. They ended up keeping some of it. So I just don't think it's a stretch to have some leeway for some improv. And if you're doing a romantic scene, you know, there might be one or two little unexpected motions. Now, having said all that, it would sound like I'm defending someone who actually looks like they did something, but it's even better. It doesn't even look like he did anything. It looks normal. So, because of that, I'm not even needing to defend Justin because apparently you could clearly see it was all in line. I'm saying even if there was some little thing, little motion or something, it doesn't necessarily mean that wasn't improv for the romantic scene. I mean, even the fact it's kind of hard to talk about walking on eggshells, not to offend, for someone to take sides, just goes to show oversensitivity. And they end with this. This statement's been getting around. Any woman who's experienced inappropriate touching in the workplace will recognize Blake's discomfort and understand her attempts to remain calm in an attempt to avoid unwanted touching. Women should not have to take defense measures to avoid being touched by their employer without their consent. Interpretations are head to head over one video. Such a general statement, man. I mean, what if the woman is making adult videos and she's actually smashing for a living? I think that would be like a different employee-employer relationship. If she's working at McDonald's and making French fries and the guy comes over and kind of touches her, yes, that's horrible. Right away, she's right, he's wrong. You got to put it in context. You can't just use these words like employer, employee. What type of employer? What type of employee? I mean, in most situations, if the man gets too close to the woman, like very close, he's probably wrong like 90% of the time. He shouldn't be getting that close no matter what. But it's about context. And in this context, it's not exactly an adult movie, but there is intimacy, there is closeness. You're not working at Walmart where there's never any reason to touch somebody for anything. That's my take on it. It just feels like if this keeps going the way it is, you're going to see robots and AI replace actors really fast. Because why use real actors if this shit could happen? I mean, all men aren't innocent. I'm sure some things go on. Absolutely. And it seems like plenty of these women want to try to make a quick buck, play the victim and things like that. So just use the AI. Some of it's looking real good. And what are the human actors for if they can't keep it under control? Just my silly opinion. Maybe a hot take. But the fact is they're helping push it forward. Anyway, that's the news. If you're not subscribed here, consider it. If you don't, I'll be sad, but I'll get over it. See you next time.